Hey guys, this is Dumb Crypto here. So the CPI data just came out a few hours ago, and it's neither bad or good news. It's actually kind of in between, and the stock market and the crypto market did have a very bad reaction to it, but it has since recovered quite quickly in the past 15 minutes. Actually, if you take a look, Bitcoin was actually down almost 29,000 at its low point, and it recovered $2,000 really quick in a matter of I think 10 or 15 minutes. And same with the US stock market is actually recovering. So actually I wanted to go through TITANO, Sphere and Safuu in this video because I know some of you guys are holding one of those three projects and you might be quite worried and having a lot of fear as to what's happening with the market. Because if you take a look at some of the coins, you can see some of the altcoins and riskier coins, they are down, like Solana is down 36% this week, Cardano 25%. If you take a look at AVAX, it's down 40%. Polkadot is down 32%. Like, they're all insane drops. Like, the altcoin market is in total chaos and shambles. So I wanted to take a look at Sphere first. So if you take a look at Sphere, actually bounced quite nicely off when it's touched below the 1 cent mark, it always bounced back up. Same here, when it touched the 1 cent mark, it started to bounce back up. But I noticed for Sphere, there's always pattern that I feel quite strongly about is that I mentioned in my previous videos. I noticed Sphere holders, they always try to either get out or take profits once there's a bounce. So if you take a look at the Sphere's all-time chart, you can see that at its peak, right, when it started falling down, you can see that there was some people taking profit when it started to bounce back up, and then when it goes down again, there's another slight upwards and people start taking profit, and downwards you can see that people start taking profit again. So you can see every time there's a drop down and a climb back up, people start taking profit or cashing out. And every time there's this pattern for Sphere, that's what I noticed. Even the same for right now. If you take a look at the 30-day chart, you can see every time there's a bounce back up, it goes back down, bounce back up, goes back down. So I would say even the same thing here when it touched the 1 cent mark, bounce back up, it came back down again. Right, so Sphere has this track record and this pattern of people cashing out whenever it bounced back up. But I'm quite surprised that Sphere didn't drop as much as it did when the crypto markets and the stock market started to fall just an hour ago. So I think overall, I think Sphere's still holding quite nicely in the 1 cent mark. It might actually rebound back up, but I think it will come back down again. So for TITANO, actually is not looking great, but TITANO has been holding very strong in this month. It is not going down as much, but it's neither getting any momentum coming to the project. I think for Sphere and TITANO, there's this pattern that I think a lot of the existing holders are just holding on and not selling. So I think people that have weak hands, they have already been shaken out, and the ones that are left is really the ones that are committed to the project. So I think Sphere and TITANO, they are holding some of their levels quite nicely, and especially for TITANO, you can see that even though it's going down, but it's not like crashing or anything, given that how bad the crypto market and the stock markets are right now. So you can see that TITANO is holding at this 1.4 cent, 1.5 cent mark quite well. So I think for TITANO, it's mostly left with all the very devoted and hardcore TITANO fans. So I think for Safuu, it's also almost the same thing, is that after the FUD video from CoffeeZilla, Safuu has still been holding its price quite well, given the bad publicity. So I think in terms of the three auto staking projects, they are actually holding on quite well, given how the main crypto market has been reacting and how the US stock market has been reacting. Actually, honestly, I expected the three auto staking projects to drop a lot more, given they are way riskier projects and people are fleeing to safer projects. And given that one of the largest coin, Luna, was crashing, I would have expected that these three projects would have some crash as well, but it seems like they're not crashing, and in fact they're holding on to their prices quite well. So I think if they can weather the storm this week, I think for these three auto staking projects, it's going to be quite a sigh of relief for a lot of people. So yeah, that's my analysis for these three projects in this really shit market right now. So if you guys like the video, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.